So I was watching this Barbie commercial today, and it was for like Nurse Barbie or Dr. Barbie or whatever Barbie they have out now. And I was thinking how they need to make Barbie more realistic. Like, they need to come out with Granny Barbie or Nana Barbie, because Barbie's been around for decades upon decades. But they probably won't do it because Barbie's barren. You know, she can't be a grandma, she doesn't have any kids. And her brothers and sisters don't count because they always advertise that those are her brothers and sisters. Those are not her kids and kids' kids. Those are her brothers and sisters. That is really annoying, you know. And they never got married. Why can't they just get married? Barbie and Ken, the wedding. It never happens. Like, no wonder most little girls don't know what happily ever after means. Oh, it means I get custody of my brother and sister because my parents are dead. But where are Barbie's parents? Why does she have to keep taking care of her brothers and sisters? I mean, that really doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make sense to you? If so, please comment, you know, tell me. But on the other hand, they're coming out with like Bratz dolls now. Bratz dolls have like huge, enormous heads. And I'm just like, no. These are not good role models. They can't be. Because these girls run around getting nose jobs. And I know about the nose jobs because my 5-year-old niece, she was 5 at the time, you know, last year the movie came out, blah, 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 I wanted it. So yeah, she wanted to see the movie. And I'm like, those girls should totally be ashamed of themselves, you know. And she's like staring at me with this blank Patrick Star look on her face. You know who I'm talking about, SpongeBob SquarePants, right? Yeah. She doesn't care if they're good role models or if they should be ashamed of themselves. You know, she's 5 years old. She doesn't care about that. She cares that they're cool and she has something in common with all of her little friends. So it was just kind of weird, right? So we're sitting there watching a movie, and a 14-year-old girl runs up, and I'm not even sure if the girl was in the Bratz clique or if she wasn't, you know, whatever, because I was kind of sitting there like Patrick Star by then. So, honestly, they just need to come out with more realistic dolls for them, too, you know, because, they've got the Bratz dolls for babies, kids, and teens. And then they've got, like, pets. But we're not including the pets because most animals do have relatively large heads by comparison of their bodies. Have you ever tried to watch, like, a chihuahua or a puppy eat? I mean, come on. They put their head down and the back end comes up. It's very adorable. But that's not the point. The point is that if they're going to make this realistic movement, this realistic change, they need to come out with, like, Cougar Prowling Bratz, you know? She's up there, she's, like, in her 30s, she's got that peak, and she's hot. And instead of, like, coming with your normal travel-sized kid of, like, purses and stuff, because she's Cougar Prowling, she needs to come with, like, binoculars and, like, a high school whatever, or college pennant, you know, so she's like right there at the game, rooting for the quarterback, you know, because most of you do know about the teenage boys wanting older women. Don't come knocking at my door, I'm serious. And, no, then you've got like midlife crisis brats, you know, because midlife crisis brat comes with a couch, a newspaper to look at, find a job, and TiVo. I thought that was a pretty good idea, you know. After you're done looking at the paper, what the fuck else do you want to do? Other than just lay there and watch freaking television, you know. What are you gonna do? Watch Lifetime Movie Network? Awesome! Go watch Queen Sized or something. The final doll that I'm going to announce, I don't want anyone to get offended, okay? Michael Jackson, R.I.P., you know, rest in peace. But, I thought this was kind of funny and clever. The last doll should be like one too many rhinoplasty dolls. I didn't say that right. One too many rhinoplasty Bratz. Because the whole nose job thing, right? And they start getting the cheekbones and the lips. And, you know, it turns into one thing after another. But the coolest feature about this doll is that it comes with a detachable nose. I mean, they've got those big heads anyway. So, I mean, that nose, that's gonna be nothing. The nose just, like, falls right off like Michael Jackson. Oh my God, put it back! You know, I think that's pretty funny and it's pretty good. You know, the people who make Bratz dolls, obviously I'm not into them enough to know whether it's like Hasbro, Mattel, or whatever. But they should really consider that, you know? Because there's probably like a whole market of weird emo kids who might care enough to buy one of those. I know I want the Emo Bob CD, and I'm not even emo.